One of the most frustrating things in Excel is when you're going through, you're entering data, you're making functions, and then you get an error that occurs once you hit enter. Today I'm going to go through some of the most common errors that occur so that you know how to identify them, what they mean, and then how to resolve them ultimately. One of the most common, but also the most simple to resolve errors that will occur is when a bunch of hashtags occur in your spreadsheet, like you can see in column E here. This is super easy to resolve. All you need to do, and all this means, is that the data that's inside of this cell is too large given the space that's been provided. So what we're going to do to resolve this is we're going to highlight all of column E by clicking on the E, and then I'm going to, once my cursor changes to a kind of left and right arrow, hold down on my cursor and make the column wider, and once it's wide enough, I'm going to let go of the cursor. And you can see that Excel now has gotten rid of the hashtags and is showing me the values of all of the numbers within the cell. Let's just say that I created a space to add up all of the sales into one cell down here. And when I clicked enter, I got a hashtag name error. All this means is that I spelled my function wrong. If you look closely up top here, you can see that instead of typing equals sum, I accidentally typed in equals SM and then the data. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add a U so that it actually says sum. I'm going to click enter, and now the function is working properly. Let's just say that I wanted to write a function here, and what I want to do is write equals the cost divided by the numbers sold, because I'm trying to figure out like a cost per unit, let's just say. I click enter, and it looks like it's calculated correctly, and I'm going to go ahead and drag my function down. And you can see down towards the bottom, I got this error that's hashtag div divided by 0. All this means is that it's taking a value and it's trying to divide it by 0, which is mathematically impossible to do. So all you need to do to resolve this error is put in some data and the function will start working again. The next error commonly occurs when you're using lookup functions. You can see here that I did a VLOOKUP to determine if each flavor is either a fruit flavor or not a fruit flavor. And you can see that it seems like it worked for some of the values, but I got an NA for vanilla, it looks like, consistently. If you get an NA error, what this means is that the lookup function is not able to identify the value that you specified within the table array. So in this example, I'm getting return values for both chocolate and strawberry, but not vanilla. And the reason for that is if you go into the table array, which is over here, you can see that vanilla was not typed in. So it's pretty straightforward, of course. All you need to do is just put in the value that's returning or not returning what you want it to. Let's just say that I made another total cell down below, and I'm trying to add together the total numbers sold right here, but I'm getting a null error. This is kind of similar to the error before where we said it was a typo, but instead of the error being in the spelling of the function itself, the typo is occurring within the data. So if you look above here, I've got a sum function and it says E2 space E7, whereas there shouldn't be a space in the middle, there should really be like a colon or a comma. So in this example, I'll add just a colon, I'm going to click enter, and now you can see it works properly. If you use something like the year function, you can type equals year, open up the parentheses, click any date, and then close it. You can see that it will automatically return the year. But if I'm going to do the same function, and I'm going to type equals year, open parentheses, and then I put it on a data type that is not a date, and then click enter, you can see that I get the hashtag value error. And all this means is that Excel is not finding the type of data that it expects. And this doesn't necessarily always need to be with dates. It can go the other way. If you're trying to add together something like a text, that's not going to work. It's looking for numbers. The last type of error that I want to talk about occurs when data disappears that you were previously using. So let's just say that we've got this spreadsheet and we want to take the number sold and we want to multiply that times the total cost to maybe get something like the total profit generated. And you can see that it's working properly, right? And it shot out all the values that we wanted. Well, if we were to go in our spreadsheet and let's just say that we accidentally deleted a column, which happens more than you'd realize, you're now going to get this equals ref error. And what this is saying is it's lost the reference that it was using before within the function, so it doesn't know what to add. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and give the video a like. If you're struggling with a certain topic in Excel, make sure to put it in the comments below and I'll make a video on it. Thanks again.